This episode of Opinionated Facts is brought to you by Kinfolk and Caviar. Kinfolk is a Kentucky-based lifestyle brand offering handmade goods well rooted in the culture. Check them out at kinfolkandcaviar.com and use promo code SSDTV20 at checkout for 20% off.
I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fits, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo. Get from rapping, you climbing, you looking needy, yo.
Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got two special guests in the building. We got YaYa and we got Phsyc Mike, two of the founders of JY Entertainment.
Yeah, man.
How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about the beginning, cause y'all been around for a minute.
Yeah, man. You know how young cats like to call us. You know what I'm saying? Old heads. You feel me? The OGs in the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's the new OG.
Oh yeah, so somebody call you Unc, you OG.
Yeah, everybody call me Unc.
Like,
OG.
damn, for
You
real?
feel me? That's what that's like why my tour OG IG handle I just put. You know what I mean? OG YaYa Yerp. You know what I mean? Cause I get that so much from the young homies. But yeah, man. Pretty much, man. I moved to Atlanta at 18, man, and then just kind of always been into music, you know what I mean? And I moved down there on account of my partner right here, Physc Mike, you know what I'm saying? And, been into music. He was a part of an independent label and everything, you know what I mean? And, we was kind of already at that age of 18 and everything, them guys was already in the loop, as you would say, in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, And so, just hanging out and kicking it, you know what I'm saying, bro, convinced me to move to Atlanta, you know what I mean, after my football career didn't pan out to college.
He was coming down there to visit his baby mama.
My son's mother.
Rest in peace, Caroline, you know what I'm saying? And he had like a 4-hour layover in Atlanta, and I grew up with his brother as well, his older brother, you know what I'm saying? So his older brother, Jewel, was like, my brother gonna be down there, you know what I'm saying? And his layover was from like 12 at night to 4 in the morning, which is prime time club hours in Atlanta, So I never forget, we picked him up and from the bus station, and the club was like right around the corner. So it was like he didn't have no time to do anything or nothing. We could pick him up and go straight to the club, and it was a heck of a night at the club,
Man.
A couple big time labels there, you know what I'm saying? I
met a bunch of my favorite rappers in one night.
A bunch of rappers there, and I'm freestyling for him and stuff. I'm getting offered deals and stuff, so you could just imagine him, just now coming to Atlanta for the first time, seeing this. I mean, within
a couple hours.
Within an hour of him getting off the bus,
man.
Seeing this, so he goes back. He goes see his baby mom. I mean, they didn't have a child at the time, but he goes to see his girlfriend and stayed. Then on the way back, he goes back up to Kentucky, and then that's when he decides to move to Atlanta down there with us, and we started from there, man. So after that, he enrolled in this music in the college. What was that college you was at? The music in
I was doing like I said, to piggyback on that, like I said, all of that, you know what I mean, sold me, you know what I'm saying? Little country boy from Kentucky, you feel me? I was like, oh shit, I'm out of here, you know what I mean? All my partners is kicking it with Lil Johns and the East Side. But I mean, Young Bloods, just all these people in one night, seen him get offered $50,000, you know what I mean, from a label, you know what I'm saying, just off of freestyling and killing, they artists and you know what I'm saying, like, so anyway, that hyped me up to make me want to do, you know what I mean, music on another level, you know what I mean, I used to rap, I used to DJ in high school,
Young
one,
Yeasty.
yeah, and I used to go by the name of Young Yeast. That's my original last name, and I was always the youngest around, so I always Young Yeast, and it was Young Yeezy.
Yeah, he was a DJ.
You know what I'm saying?
About that.
Yeah, I used to DJ high school parties and get a check and all that. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, but you know, getting into Atlanta just to get back to how it started. You know, that's when I seen like like cats is making money off this entertainment thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's real, you got all these, black millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's men or women, off of entertainment. And, my partners all tied in, which brought me in. So, after, like I said, I came to Kentucky and moved back in like 1 month. I moved back to Atlanta. And from there, my dreams was like, okay, this can really be reality now, you know what I'm saying? The people I'm seeing on TV, you know what I mean? Like I said, the favorite artists, you know what I mean, that I'm liking, I'm actually hanging with these guys and kicking it with these guys, you know what I'm saying? And, it was reachable. So, like I ended up, having 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you know what I mean? Because we was young and learning, you know what I mean? I ended up getting locked up. I did a little time, and when I came home from doing that time, you know what I'm saying? That was the spark of JY.
That's what sparked it. That matter of fact, you're right. So we down there.
Like the crew had you was with Wartime Records.
Yeah, when you came in, when you came down
Hoffa Entertainment.
Then we had Hoffa Entertainment. So we first started Hoffa Entertainment, which was the first name of our cruise entertainment company, right?
Yeah.
So YaYa
helping our family
feed off. So YaYa had got locked up after that, and he had to went to prison for about 6 months, 9 months, or something. He had to send him to a camp or something. So during that time, I had started dealing with Akon's brother, Abu. Mm-hmm. He was a promoter at the time. He knew a lot of artists, managers. You know what I mean? So
went to school and graduated with Swizz Beatz and all that.
He went to school and graduated with Swizz Beatz and all that. So I'm meeting all these people, and Abu was like, "Listen, I can get these artists, for a cheap price because I know they managers, and we could take them." I'm like, "We could."
And
take
he was managing
Kentucky.
Lil Zane.
He's managing Lil Zane at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could take him to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Make some money. So I'm like, "Okay, bet." And he would always say, "Yeah, my brother's doing some music, something we never really," you know what I'm saying? So we started doing shows under Hoffa Entertainment, and while he's locked up, I'm sending him letters, you know what I'm saying, pictures of, man, you got to see this, man. We doing these shows, and we bringing at the time we bringing Yin Yang Twins, David Banner, Akon, who else we brought? I want to say Lil Scrappy or somebody. Like all the popping people, we bringing them all up to Lexington at the clubs and stuff. So I'm sending him pictures and everything. Man, look what we doing, da. So I can only imagine what's going through his brain while he's locked up.
I'm in there planning, you know what I mean? When I come home, I'm already bored.
When he comes home, you know what I'm saying, we already got it cracking, but however, like he said, we kind of had 1 foot in, 1 foot out or whatever. So some of the people that I was dealing with at the time, dealing with Hoffa Entertainment, had got into some trouble or whatever. So for whatever reason, we had to dissolve that company. And YaYa was like, I'm going to start this company called JY Entertainment. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And
which is pretty much my initials.
Which is his initials, James Yeast, and to do, shows and everything, whatever. But, under that, the reason why he wanted to name it entertainment company, because we had other sub companies under that. We had a record label under it called Forsyth Records. At the time, I still had my company, Rothstein Entertainment. We had another company, I can't remember under it or whatever, but a management company. And so we did about, I want to say 1 or 2 more shows under all those labels, all those tags. And then we was like, man, there's no reason to have all these different, we just going to combine all the companies, to JY Entertainment. You know what I mean? And under JY Entertainment, we had about 4 or 5 acts.
Yeah.
I was the marquee act. I was a artist on the label as well. We had I forgot the guy and his sister. Remember that act? The brother and his sister.
Oh yeah, the brothers.
We had like 2 or 4 acts.
Sisters from Louisville.
Yeah. So on top of
I
doing,
still tap in with them. They doing major things right now. Yeah.
So on top of doing shows, promoting clubs with major artists, we also are running a record label.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
And at that point in time, like I said, we young cats. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to, we just trying to use our resources. You know what I mean? When you young from the streets, bro. You know what I mean?
And you gotta think we early 20s right now. I'm early 20s. He's like 20, 19. I'm like 24, and, 23. We young.
I get locked up and have to do some time at a young, you know what I mean? At 20, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so we're just trying to use all our resources. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, we have partners doing parties. You know what I mean? After, like I said, Abu pretty much showed us, a little bit of the game plan on that end. We was just like, let's keep that going. You know what I'm saying?
I like to say we ran it like sort of like Rockefeller. You know what I mean? Like we had the Dame Dash type of executive CEO type. We had the artist / co-founder, and we had another founder as well. You know what I'm saying? Julius, his cousin. He came in later on. You know what I mean? So, but after that, there was all type of entities under JY Entertainment that we started indulging in. Like I said, we was managing acts. We still promoting clubs. You know what I mean? And so after that, I had dropped an album on the label, and we dropped another album on the label. I can't remember. And so from there, we more focused on promoting concerts. JY Entertainment was more like a concert promoting company. We started doing shows probably about every other month in Lexington and Louisville, and started connecting, like you said, utilizing our resources. It was a lot of other labels we was dealing with from Louisville. Lexington had 3 or 4 other labels. It was a time of... It was a lot of labels around here, man. People was doing their thing around here as far as labels,
Like I said, but my main focus, when was just trying to get my foot in the door, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cass was just trying to get out the streets, and be able to, do something that we love to do, grew up doing, was passionate about, and something that, like I said, can take care of our family. So, like I said, I was trying to do concerts, because we had connections with artists. I was trying to put artists on, because, we had connections with, major managers and execs, and that's just had been the game plan, the whole time. But when you young like that, and you young and dumb, and sometimes when you don't have the right OGs around, and to give you game financially, and on the entertainment side, sometimes you gonna stumble, and we stumbled a lot, but I just think that that's a thing that just comes a part of the game and a part of life. You always gonna get tested, and but it's just gonna, like, it's a test. It's gonna see where you stand. And only the strong survive. But and that's still, like, years later. Like I said, I started on paper. It was 2004. JY Entertainment was created. And now here we are, 2020. And it's kind of the same thing. For the past, I don't know, I say, past 4 or 5 years, the company has been dissolved. Okay. And that's just because I had, like, health issues, and shit. We had a few of the homies get locked up. It's just, a few homies get killed. It's just a lot of life shit that really hit home. and that's when I kind of took a back seat and was really playing the back row. You know what I mean? Just watching what's going on, and just trying to get life back in order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like I said, we started the company back up at the end of last year, and we back out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how the world works and how things work, because naturally it just kind of pulled me back into it. You know what I mean? Same with him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we both got kids. He got 2 kids in college. You know what I'm saying? And my oldest is 18. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, life is gets real. You know what I'm saying? So I had to focus up on all of that and get all that right. But it's just like when you just been doing something for so long, and you got relationships that are so strong. You know what I'm saying? It's like you'd be a fool not to use them. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like, even with my own 2 kids, it was just kind of like, they into music. You know what I'm saying? And friends and stuff just around us, and the young homies around us asking questions. What's up with this and what's up with that? And we need you for this or we need you for that. So you know what I mean? You're like, well, shit, if I can help, you know what I'm saying? And I can still reach out. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, and then at the end of the day, of course we all trying to make some money. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's from the beginning of it to now, man. Our mission has been it's pretty much been the same over here. You know what I'm saying? We got the resources to get any artist in the world, you know what I'm saying? For people that want to do concerts and parties, we can make that happen for you if you need that, you know what I mean? Far as artists, you know what I mean? Even if we can't get you a record deal, you know what I'm saying? Man, if you're a dope artist and you doing some dope, you know what I mean, music, you know what I mean? We'll definitely be able to get you in the right hands. You know what I'm saying? Very easily. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I want to ask you. So, like, you said y'all were in Atlanta when back, what was this, what year you say y'all was in Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta in 01. That's when I graduated high school in 01, and I moved to Atlanta in 01.
I moved there 98, in the 98.
And see, he always told me my senior year in high school, like, bro, if your scholarship don't work out, you don't go play football. Like, they had a deal on them on the table with, I think, Ice Cube, I remember, wasn't it? And he was just like, bro, we got a label, we got a crib, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a bunch of homies from all over the place. You're like, you got a spot.
Man, so talk about being in Atlanta when, let's say, the boom happened, like that era where it was just
the BMF era,
where everything that was coming out of Atlanta was like, it was golden, all the it was like that new wave.
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, this is how real it is, dog. Like, no lie, you know what I'm saying? My son's mother, God rest her soul, you feel me? We graduated high school at 18. She said, I'm going to Savannah, you know what I mean? Take a little break for the summer. Cool, you feel me? I went to go visit her one time. Caught a bus, you know what I'm saying? Greyhound, here to Savannah, Georgia. You got layover. If you ever ride a Greyhound, you got layovers, you know what I mean? So, I'm down there for a week, kicking it, you know what I'm saying? On the way back, I know bro live in Atlanta, you feel me? So, I'm like, shit, I'm done tapped in with him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you know what? You know what I mean? I'm gonna meet you at your at the bus station at 11, like, bro, 11 o'clock, I'll be there, you know what I mean? I was like, but, my shit take off at, like, I really had like an hour layover, but he looked at the thing because he's used to it. You feel me? He looked at the schedule because he, used to riding it, coming back and forth from college to home. You know what I mean? So he looked at the schedule like, bro, that's one that leaves at 4 a.m, like he was talking about earlier. Yeah. So he was like, you can just hop on that one. You know what I mean? So he's like, come kick it with us. You know what I mean? Let's go out and all that shit. We're gonna go out. Then we just gonna hop on the 4 a.m. Everything that I seen, bro, in 3 hours, my dog. It's like a movie. You feel me? That made me move to Atlanta. Like, I told them all, told the partners I met, everything. I said, fam, I'm going home, telling my folks I'm moving to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my son's mother I'm moving to Atlanta.
I'm telling you, man, it's electric down there, man. Like at that time you talking about when you say the boom. I mean, like
that's what made me move. Like that 2-3 hours in Atlanta and everything I was like, yeah, man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? With no money. Nowhere to, you know what I mean? I was just, live. They gave me a spot to live. I didn't care if it was the floor. You know what I mean? Used to doing that at my granddaddy's house with 12 grandchildren in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the bigger dream. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the homies White Tee. You feel me? Like, you got the homie, Abu now, managing Lil Zane. You know what I'm saying? Putting us on the artists. Like, all the cats, a lot of my partners from Atlanta that we hanging around, like, they grew up with these artists. My partner Big Buddha grew up with Swiss Beats. They teaching each other how to DJ and make beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like I said, a country kid from Kentucky, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my mind's blown. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I said, I was a rapper. I had braids, bro. I had a grill. You know what I'm saying? You remember that shit? I had braids for years. You know what I'm saying? But I had a grill, all that. You know what I mean? The culture had me totally affected. You know what I'm saying? Then while I'm down there and I'm in it on all the black colleges on the AUC with him, you know what I'm saying? When he was going to Morris Brown, so I'm, we really in the mix. You feel me? Like going to the clubs, like we just showing the tattoos on the hands of they just seeing who I'm with, you know what I mean? Like that night we went to the club, I ain't got no ID, I ain't got,
I'm like, man, I'm wearing no ID, man. You with us.
The homies got, they got pistols. That, man, and ain't no pistols on no Wild Boy. It's just, that was so respected.
Man, that era right there, man.
Bruh,
anyway, when even today, but the era you talking about when you said the boom, any Joe Blow, right, could go to a club in Atlanta. So in Atlanta, they got like every day of the week is a certain club that's everybody known to be popping, right? Yeah. So Monday nights, Magic City, and Tuesday, Velvet Room.
Oh my God.
Wednesday this, Thursday that, Friday that, right?
And that was real life.
Now any life. Joe Blow could go to those popping clubs and they're going to promote them on the radio and everything. Yeah. And you're going to see rappers, you're going to see actors, actresses, basketball players, football players. You can pay your $20 to get into this club, and the line going to be around the corner. You can pay your $20 to get into this club and see up in the VIP people that you see on TV growing up with, right? Yeah. Or you can pay $100 to walk straight through the VIP, right? Now, when you walk straight through, you still got to pay for the admission to get in the club, which is about $25, $30. Then, if you want to go to the VIP in the club to be bumping shoulders with the rappers or the actors or actresses or whatever, it's another $100 to get in, let alone the dress club. So, if you got money, $500 or $600 at that time in Atlanta could get you next to Terrell Owens playing for the 49ers at the time. O.J. One time I'm at the Velvet Room. I never forget. It's my 22nd birthday, right? I'm at the Velvet Room, and we in there. I can't remember what celebrity was there.
I was still like my first or second year down there.
Yeah. So this is probably about 2001 or 2, something like that. 2002, something like that, right? So the O.J. Simpson case is over. It was like 96 or 5 or 4, so I can't remember. But so I'm in the Velvet Room, you know what I'm saying? I forgot who's in the VIP, maybe Busta Rhymes or somebody, whoever's there that night. And we got our VIP, we in the VIP, and I'll never forget the DJ, which is one of my old DJs, DJ Fahrenheit.
Yep, one of my close friends.
So whenever a celebrity walks in the club, the DJ usually put the spotlight on them or say, "Oh shit, we got such and such in the house," right? So O.J. Simpson walks in the house. I don't even, being a football fan, everything to the max, right? NFL.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
O.J. Simpson walks in the house, and DJ Fahrenheit said, "Oh shit, we got O.J. Simpson in the house. What up, killer?" I said, "No, he didn't." So look, hold on. So look, so the spotlight take OJ. Say OJ's by himself with about 5 women.
Yeah.
Period. And security.
Yeah.
So the VIP, you got a big VIP and you got 3 little VIPs around the wall. So OJ's immediately escorted to the big VIP, which is a space probably twice the size of this room. You know, now all the other VIPs is superly cracking. You can't even move in the VIP. OJ's VIP is blocked off. It's like us sitting right here. He's sitting right with 2, 3 women, 2 of them dancing with each other. It's a big ass space, blank, in the middle of the damn popping club. So all eyes is on OJ. I mean, even the rappers in the club was looking like, oh man, that's OJ. Like, so me, I'm going to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, the DJ announces, OJ said all he can't, because everybody's trying to reach over the velvet rope to get a signature, autograph. So they say, OJ Simpson said, listen, quit reaching over the thing. You can line up and get an autograph. He gonna do it for 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He don't want to sign autographs or none of that. So while I'm walking to the bathroom, I happen to be walking past the VIP. When they announced that, I'm happen to be like second in line. Right? I don't even want no autograph though, but it's my 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like second in line. I turn around like, oh shit, you know, fuck it. So time I get in there, they say, all right, come on, dude. The security tapped me. I go in there. I ain't got nothing. I said, OJ, it's my 22nd birthday. I ain't got nothing to sign. I took off my hat. I said, can you just sign my hat? He said, oh yeah, man. He talk like his throat's on and sign my autograph. But that's just an example of when you say the boom. I'm just a typical. I just been in Atlanta 2 years, originally from Cincinnati, moved to Harrisburg, Kentucky. And I'm in a club with O.J. Simpson in Atlanta 2 years later. Like, that was just... Atlanta was an electric place at the time, and it still is. You know, you could just bump into anybody at any club at all times, man. You know, it was nothing to see Ludacris. He was Chris Lover at the time. All those guys, Lil Jon, Lil Scrappy, anybody.
And you know what? With that, too, like we was talking about off the camera, bro, like there was another thing about it too. Like I said, you know, the part about me wanting to be a rapper and all that when I was young and all that, you know what I'm saying, you know, like I said, I DJ'd and all that shit. But like I said, when I moved to Atlanta and like you said, we hanging out and we in these parties and we in these clubs and we getting straight, you know, escorted straight to the tops and shit, like the celebrities and all this shit. Well, so I'm really starting to learn, you know what I mean? Like my partners, they having to tell me, cause I'm young, you feel me? I ain't never been around this shit, you feel me? So they like, dawg, like these people regular than us, you know, like us, you feel me? Or we might got more money than they got.
Cause he used to be like, man, that's such and such. We should be like, man, they ain't got no money, man.
But to say all that, you know, there's a lot of you meet some real ones in this shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we got a lot of executive partners that, you know what I mean, like I said, you were seeing a lot of rappers that had like jewelry on and all that type of shit, but they was like watching us ball. You feel me? Watching us do our thing. And I'm like looking, you know what I'm saying? But my homie was just like, yeah, bro, he's just like, I ain't gonna say no artist names either, there's so many, but it was like, bro, that jewelry's probably they, you know what I mean, they CEOs or some shit. Like, them niggas probably ain't got no car, no, you know what I mean, taking these bad deals and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like, you know, I was learning the game, you know what I'm saying, more and more about it from behind the scene and on the business, because a lot of our partners own these clubs that we would go to. That's why we would get, you know what I mean, the treatment, you know what I'm saying? Or they would be the main promoters and shit. So I'm starting to really learn it from a different angle too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Instead of just looking at it like, oh, you know what I mean, just, you know, go to a party, you know what I'm saying, and go hang out. So I was just like, you know, when I wanted to do that because of the connection side, and then it was like the music side, like I said, it was like I said, you were seeing the people behind the scene, like I was talking about with Shakespeare, a guy that wrote for Akon and shit, you know what I'm saying? And one time they took us to his studio. Was it Shakespeare studio? As his house?
It was a house,
you know,
studio.
Lambos and everything, you know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of people that you would talk to in the entertainment business don't even know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? But this guy was probably one of the richest people that I ever met in the music industry, and he was behind the scenes. And it was so many people like that, fam, that when I was like, you know what, bruh, and a lot of my people was mad at me that I even stopped rapping because, you know, I ain't the gangstest person in the world, and I ain't never trying to be that. Anything that we had to do was just, you know, on some survival shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, we got the stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we could have, you know, a lot of my people wanted me to rap, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially with being young and everything that I was around and, you know, the look and the money, you know what I mean? Everything that was going on, but I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I just want to be, you know what I'm saying, on some CEO, you know what I'm saying, boss shit or behind the scenes shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's, you know, that's the part that I was falling in love with more so than, you know, being the one on Front Street, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, it was, you know, that, like I said, all that, you know what I mean, was the came to the creation of JY Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's so crazy that, like, we fell in Atlanta, like, for me, like, that year that I came, 01, and a lot of relationships that we built and got and still do to this day, like you said, that era was, like, something special, you know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy, like, to be able to see it. And like I said, like, even with BMF, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and everybody, you know, the history and a lot of stuff that went down with that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't wait for, what's that, the movie or a series that's coming out? Man,
50 got the show coming out.
Because, dog, like, we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, I want to see how accurate, but, you know, I know they using, like, a lot of the real homies just done came home and from doing their time and stuff to tell the story. And it was just in that time period, like, a lot of your favorite rappers, and some of your favorite trappers, like, you know, them are the homies, you know what I'm saying? And they learned, and I mean, we learned, and they taught us so much about, you know, just seeing it, you know what I mean? And being a part of it, you know what I mean? About life, the music industry, you know what I'm saying? So much of this shit is a facade, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So you can't get, you know, cats go into a lot of this shit. We see it a lot, and we can speak on it because we've been there and done that, you know what I mean? They go in with the wrong intentions because they caught up in whether it's the jewelry or the money or the females, you know what I'm saying, or the fame. And, bro, that shit is going to not only last for so long and get you right out the door, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really, you know, got to have, you know what I mean, you know, like, some love for this shit, you know what I'm saying, to be able to stick around and do it because, you know, just like any other business and shit and any other thing, like, the shit is cutthroat. You know, the business is, you're going to deal with a lot of shady motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You just like the streets, you're going to deal with a lot of hating and shady people, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you just got to find your love for it, you know what I'm saying? And my love for, like I said, even just doing the concerts and parties, yes, you want to make the money, but it's also, like I said, I come from a small country town, you feel me? You know what I mean? Like, with nothing to do, you know what I mean? So to be able to put on some type of entertainment, you know what I mean, and do some shit, you know, that's what we, you know, it was just trying to do, you know what I mean? And
now with y'all being down there in Atlanta, like I said, during the boom era, is there anybody that you all were, like, I don't want to say close to, but anybody that you all worked with down there who are still actively active in the music game right now?
Yeah, man, and that's one thing that it's so crazy, bro, because, you know, we get asked these questions so much, but just like, people can say what they want to say, but ain't no name name dropping or dick riding, because, you know, these is homies. Like, yeah, we was sharing meals or, you know, don't slip on the same couches and all that type of shit together. And, you know, like I said, the homie Abu, you know what I mean, was Akon's brother, you know what I mean? This man is Kanye West's manager, you feel me? You know, I think he got his company Boo Vision, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he done worked with everybody.
He used to be Chris Brown's manager,
you know what I'm
too.
I think they still got him, you know what I'm saying?
He had an executive position at Def Jam
but
at one time.
I think his crew or his team still got Breezy. But I'm just saying, like,
talking
you
about
know,
these guys has been right here in Kentucky on my couch, you know. we got a relationship with these guys.
But that's just using, and that's like I said,
at
that's,
that time,
and that's
you know?
and that's like you said, he helped us start doing parties and shit. Then you got like I said, like my brother Parlay, you know what I mean, the franchise boys. And
Yeah.
man, bro got so much shit. Like, man, they always kind of, you know, the underdog. You know what I'm saying? But you know, numbers. What they say, men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't.
Clay
You know what I mean?
Evans from
So,
Grand Hustle.
Parlay now got some major shit coming too. You know what I'm saying? So he's still super active. You know what I mean? Directing, put out his own movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Trap.
Just got like 4 or 5 million views. Got bankroll, fresh in it, and you know what I mean, a bunch of Atlanta greats. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, the Clay Evans, the homie Clay. You know what I mean? Who's T.I.'s manager, right hand man. You know, the one who found Lil Duval. You know what I mean? That's family. That's the bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like shit, man. It's a bunch of cat shit, you know. Our partners, you know, Nappy Roots, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
them is the bros, like,
Nappy
shit's
Roots,
deeper
shout
than,
out to Skills,
all this
Steel,
shit,
Slim,
all
all
this
of
shit is
them.
deeper than rap, you know what I mean?
Big V, everybody,
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? They still active, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I met KY, you know what I mean? Like, I already knew my
KY
homie Mino
engineering.
Slick, and I already knew my man, Young Chu, you know what I'm saying, from Lexington, but they had, like, was down there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? With Black Coffee and Rob Jackson, the homies, you know what I'm saying? But I actually had met KY when after I had actually moved to Atlanta in their studio that they had down there when they was all living together. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The whole Kentucky crew.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
and,
Black, too.
And like, so you
From
see
Blair.
how active he, you know.
He and Drew Hill now. Shout out to him. We need to do some more work, too, Black.
Yeah. And
I
Black,
had him on
you
the
know,
track
Black
one with me one time.
from Player, the group
Yeah,
Player.
yeah.
Yeah.
He did on one of his songs,
Yeah, called
he did
Got
the
to
hook.
Hustle.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because guess who put that together and engineered and mixed the song and all
What was
that?
it, Static Major? I mean,
God rest his soul, the homie Seth Firkins, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And, you
Sure
know,
did.
like Seth, we was working with Seth, doing work with Seth, you know what I mean? You know, Future's, you know, main engineering
Yeah.
shit. You know, even
Future
when
gonna
our
put that
artist from
together.
Atlanta that we was working with, John Jeezy, like, you know, one of his main partners, Twin, you know what I mean? Like, him and Future now used to record at the same studio. So we'd be in there all the time, you know, with Seth and shit. But Seth was the one that mixed, you know what I mean? Got the hustle
Got the
track
Hustle
that Black
track,
jumped
yeah.
on with you back.
Sure did.
That was back in, what, 2000, what, 6?
6, 7,
You know what
something
I'm
like
saying?
that. Yep.
You know what I mean? And like I said, R.I.P. to Seth Firkins, one of the greats. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's so many, you know what I mean? You know, cats from Kentucky, like you said, and, you know, a lot of our partners from Atlanta that I met at 18 that, you know, is making just doing their
But
thing
like
and
you
making
said,
a
I would
hell of
say-
a living. off
But
of it.
yeah, a hell of a little. But like you said, I would say probably the main one that you as a who's to brother, I would say Parlay from the franchise boys. You know, that's our brother. You know, we still talk to him every day. You know, a lot of the other cats we name, you know, I still talk to them every now and then, or if they do it because of this Corona stuff, ain't nobody doing shows and stuff. Like anytime Grand Hustle or T.I. come anywhere near here, we talk to Clay and go meet up with them. But as far as Parlay, you know, he's more like our brother. You know, we talk to him just about every day. You know, and he got a lot of stuff going on, like he said. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Big shit. It's
big
good.
shit going on. You know what I mean? If you follow him on Instagram, I am Parlay, you can just see all the stuff he got going on. And I got a podcast coming out with me and my homeboy Big Buddha called Culturally Biased, and Parlay is actually the franchise boys is actually gonna be the first episode of that. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, man, like you said, we still working, man. We got all type of people that we still connect with. You know what I mean? And keeping shit going. You got artists we still working with.
Keep them relationships tight and solid, man.
Exactly. Keep your I was watching Slim Thugs because you know everybody's going live now on Instagram because of Corona. I just clicked on Slim Thugs Instagram this morning, his live this morning, and he said what just now said. Somebody in the comments said, can you give me one piece of advice, you know, as far as the industry or getting in the industry, whatever, And Slim Thug said, keep your relationships You know, make good relationships, make good long-term relationships.
Yeah.
You know, do good by people. You know what I mean? Because you never know. You know, one day you might be up, and this dude he's the janitor at the studio. 10 years from now, he might be the executive producer of the newest thing out right now, and you not doing so well, or vice versa, or whatever. You know what I mean? Keep those good relationships, man. And like I said, to this day, we still basically still thriving and surviving, you know, not only off of our own will and dedication, but off of the relationships that we made damn near 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know? You very seldomly find people that's still dealing with people 20 years, man.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a piece of advice I would say. Like he said, keep them relationships, man. Start making relationships, long-term relationships, good people, do good by people, and you know,
that shit do come in return, boy.
It sure do.
Now,
It will.
now with the success that you all obviously saw that Atlanta had, and I've been seeing for the past, I don't say like year and a half, but I ain't gonna say year and a half, but over the past couple years, a lot of people have been saying, you know, Louisville's gonna become a hub, Kentucky's gonna become a music hub, and you know what I'm saying, Louisville and Kentucky has had their hand in a lot of music over the past, you could say 15 to 20 years, especially as far as hip hop. Like they, especially when it comes to the South, like they've been a part of that, you know. And we can look at Static Major. He was really on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lollipop video came out. He produced it. That's Wayne's
We can look at Nappy
biggest
Roots.
record. You know what I'm saying?
We can look at Nappy Roots, who introduced and featured Anthony Hamilton. You know, that's his first feature. It's his first being with them. You could look at Player.
Yeah.
You know, Cheers
Yeah.
to You. You know, you could look at a lot of people that's come from Louisville. You know, Louisville's always had the spotlight on them.
Yeah.
You know, Kentucky as a whole, you know, obviously it was Muhammad Ali, you know,
facts,
the greatest athlete ever. But, you know, as far as musically, man, Louisville's always been a musical city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, as far as recently and currently, you got a lot of people coming out of Louisville that's making some noise. You know, the past 5 or 6 years, we was talking about off camera, Bryson Tiller, you know, like you said, Static Major, and then coming up to recent times, Jack Harlow, people like that, you know, and the list goes on and on, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that Louisville, and not only Louisville, but Kentucky as a whole, will become the musical hub soon, if not sooner, you know. What you think? You know?
Nah, what was your
For sure.
what was your point? Which was
Oh, as far as
Yeah,
no, I was just saying, like, do you feel like that the process of Louisville becoming that hub was hindered by the death of Static? Because his production, and his music, like his sound, you still hear it. Like it's still being sampled.
Yeah.
It's still being used. He still has artists and producers that shout him out on a regular. Like he was a huge influence in a lot of artists and producers that are relevant now.
And KY Engineering as well.
I think from especially like one thing that I can tell you, like, and shout out to my homie KD from Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? He had his hit single was My Kentucky Home. You know what I'm saying? But I went through some shit with bruh, learning things about the industry. You know what I mean? When he got his deal, and he's right from Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And that was back, you know, 2000. That was not too long right after I came home. That was like 2004, 2005, I think. 2005 maybe, the KD got his deal. You know what I'm saying? And the way that the industry was looking at us, bro, you know what I mean? You know, it's damn near like they had Kentucky on like a C list, like a C-list market. You know what I mean? Like not even a B, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was like, that was the craziest thing, like, in doing entertainment and going to Atlanta, you know what I mean? But being from home and then come home, you know what I'm saying, to Kentucky, and whether I'm working with somebody from Louisville, somebody from Lexington, how hard You know what I'm saying? It was just to even fucking crack the door. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, now we getting to this point to where we at now. I think naturally by design has done played out. Louisville's got to be the hub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Just because of, that's where now, and it's, thank God, it's even happening now for Lexington. Like, you seeing all the concerts that, you know what I mean, like iHeartRadio and all them shit are putting on at Rupp Arena. The type of artists that are coming through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, we ain't never seen that. You know what I mean? To see, Rick Ross's and, Gucci Man's and all that, you know what I mean? NBA Young, the hottest artists in their prime coming through on a regular, you know what I mean, at Rupp Arena, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm thinking about design right now, Louisville is definitely the hub, you know what I mean, when you think about Kentucky. And I done been, like I said, being in the business and being with partners, and just not partners from, Africa, Cali, New York, Atlanta. When they think about Kentucky, a lot of them off the rip think Louisville first. Whether it's Muhammad Ali or Derby, or they can relate to a Nappy Roots or a Static Major, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I don't think, that's one thing I think people get caught up in too, bro. And I see it with the artists, is I hope cats don't be tripping on that, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Like,
you know what I mean? Like yeah, Louisville's the
location.
biggest city, man. Like, that's off the rip. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get that. You know what I mean? I think in any state. You know what I'm saying? But, that's not to say nothing about, Lexington lacking anything.
No, Lexington got talent.
Oh, man. Plenty
Lexington
of
I
it.
say
You know what I'm
Kentucky as a
saying?
whole,
So,
man, not just Louisville.
no, that's what I'm just saying. But that's why I was just saying, like,
right.
when he was just asking them the specific question, like, I would definitely call Louisville the hub. You know what I'm saying? When you when you think about Kentucky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most
facts.
definite. But, like I said, shit, Lexington making big noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now Lexington definitely got some dope artists that I
Dope
came across
artists,
over the past couple
producers,
years.
like I said, it gets deep in the entertainment. Like we was talking about media, you know what I mean? Engineers, producers.
Facts.
You know, ain't sense a lot of writers, a lot of major talent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you talking about still being relevant in the game too, I didn't meant to leave his name out. Like I said, the partner Young Chu. You know what I mean? Like bro done wrote and been featured on a lot of tracks. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 10 years ago, and bro still writing. You know what I mean? Some of your hottest shit that you hearing to this day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout True out too. You know what I'm saying? Right here from Lexington, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now with you bringing the business back and everything, you getting back into it. Who are some of the artists that you've already started working with?
Well, like I said, I was already like Parlay. You know what I'm saying? And that goes from like I said, we had a, and that we'll talk about that another time. But we had when we was living in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, we had a situation to where, like our label, Parlay, and a couple other my homies, we all brought our labels all together and started one label called Co-op. You know what I'm saying? But things happen. You know what I'm saying? And everybody kind of went their ways. But we all kept in touch, and we all, you know what I'm saying, still working. You know what I mean? But Parlay's probably the one that's kind of still, just rolling the hardest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, his history, you know what I'm saying, to come along with him anyway, you know what I mean? So we've always been working with bruh. And then, this, you know what I mean? Honestly, man, right now, it's not like it's one artist that I'm designed and locked into, you know what I'm saying, from Kentucky, man. I got a lot of cats that reach out for advice, you know what I'm saying, and connections, and I feel like at this point in my life, and then, in this game, I'm just, I try to put, if you ask me to link you with somebody, I'm gonna make that happen best, if I can't or don't know somebody personally, I'm gonna reach out to my partner and make it happen, you know what I'm saying? But, like I got a young homie, young cat, Dolo Drew, you know what I mean? He's a young boy, he's probably like 18, 19, you know what I mean? I'm working with my cousin Q Biz. He's a hell of a songwriter, singer. You know what I'm saying? He got his own label and shit. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to help bro do his thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got like some shit going on, and now who? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I ain't none of these like these guys official managers, but like you know what I mean? Like my homie J Ellie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. but that's been before, you know, what I mean, we've been rocking for damn near, you know what I mean, 8, 9 years, you know what I'm saying, you know, and bro, now, you know, they know anything that, you know, I can do or they need from, you know, I'm there, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's the same way for my homie Paperboy, but you see, you know, Paperboy making big noise now, you know,
he's
you know,
doing his
like I've
thing.
been knowing Paper for a long time, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, to see his grind, you know what I'm saying, like, I just love it, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I know what the fuck it takes, you know what I mean? And I know this shit ain't easy, so, you know, seeing what my homie Nemo's doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, and the shit with his daughter, you know what I mean? Like, man, the shit, it's just, it's all beauty, you know what I mean? You know, here at the studio, right, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just kind of like, I kind of be everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit, you know, if I can help y'all or help you, I'm there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, you know, there's a few cats that I'm working with. Like I said, you know, just, you know, like I said, some things come. Like I said, I'm about to start putting the Corona shit really, you know what I mean, slowed us down for 2020 because, you know,
And
you
they're
know,
talking
like
about no
it planned up-
concerts till 2022.
Yeah, man, and I, you know, like
Everything
as far
gonna
as
be digital,
putting out content and we having the website up and just different shit we was gonna have just for media, just for people to see what's going on. You know what I mean? So that's you know what I mean. But you know, like I said, I ain't even gonna lie, I've really been sitting back trying to figure out, you know, how the fuck, trying to figure out what's gonna play out before I've been making any crazy moves with this shit going on, man. But yeah, man, it's probably start, you know.
Oh, and I got a couple artists too. I'm gonna bring to the table. I'm working with like 859 Entertainment. It's
That's some of the young homies from the hometown.
And
they do
rapper, 2 rappers and a producer. You know,
they do photography and everything too.
Videos. King P, Cam Doe.
That's family.
You know what I'm saying?
People from the hometown.
Balmain Jew. You know, and that's another group I'm trying to bring to the table that I'm working with called One Way. You know what I'm saying? Be looking out for them too. So it's a lot of local talent that's around here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and it's also like shout out to Dasha Nova too. It's a whole lot of artists. Young Kobe. You know what I mean? And again, like he said, I'm not these guys' official manager or nothing like that, but these are guys that I want to, work with that's local, and I want to, try to bring them to the table and get them, you know what I'm saying? If I can help them out any way, I would like to do that. So it's a whole lot of, it's like a plethora of people we working with, man, that's about to, we about to start, working with and putting them out on the forefront. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, you all got any shout outs?
Man, you know what I'm saying? I just want to give a shout out to my son Mason, you know what I'm saying? And my daughter, you feel me? And, shout out to all the homies out here that's going hard, man, from Kentucky, man. You know what I mean? Like, from Marley Mars, you know what I'm saying? DJ Marley Mar. It's been one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning.
Shout out
you know
to
what I
Molly
mean?
Mar.
That helped guide me
Shout out
on
to
even
Molly
how
Mar.
to start a business or entertainment company or go get a flyer done, you know what I mean? Shout out to my homie AT. Like I said, my homies here at the studio, the dojo, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Dojo.
The Louisville, like, bro, it's just so many people, you know what I mean? The cast just done looked out for me, from club owners, promoters, you know what I'm saying? And gave us a chance and a shot, and whoever you are, you know what I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody, like, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, man, JY Entertainment, man, like I said, we back at it, you feel me, and all we doing is good business, you know what I'm saying, you got good talent, you know what I mean, we trying to, we got the relationships, got the partner, like I said, I got too many of my partners that's major execs, you know what I mean? Shout out to my homie John Woo, that's a bro, 20 plus years, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and we making moves out here, so you know what I mean? Like, we can get you where you need to be, man. You just, you come with that right work, you know what I'm saying? And, we gonna make it happen, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, man, we working, you know what I mean? And we down to work with some people that's serious, you know what I mean, on their grind, because we done put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and money, and sacrifices in this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't play no games, you know what I'm saying? You know, some cats be like, oh, you don't work with, you know what I mean, or be on. Nah, like, you know, a lot of people got misconceptions about shit too, you know what I'm saying? You know? Don't ask the next man. Pick up that phone, holler at me, and sit down and chop it up with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm down to work with anybody. You feel me? So you got good business, you know what I'm saying? You got good product, you know what I mean? I'm down to work. You know what I mean?
You got any shout outs, Mike?
I mean, be honest, man. I got too many shout outs. So
yeah, that'd be like I said, that'd be.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even really want to get into it.
I'm just gonna shout out my kids, man. You know, young Ace Boogie. You know, shout out to Cayman, aka Big Took. Shout out to Aaliyah. You know, shout out to my unborn grandson, about to be born in about a week or two. And after that, you know, shout out to everybody that's ever supported us. Anybody that ever, you know, stayed down with us throughout the thick and thin. You know, it's just like I said, there's too many people to name, man. I'm just blessed. We just blessed to have so many supporters and relationships with people. You know what I mean? I'll be here for hours shouting out all the people, but you know who you are. You know what I mean? I love all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all, whoever supported the JY Entertainment movement. You know, Phsyc Mike, YaYa, anything we had going on. Shout out to everybody and anybody that supported it, man. And continue to support it. Like I said, we still got stuff coming out. So shout out to all of them people and the future people too.
All right, shit. Well, I appreciate y'all for letting me pull up through this interview. It was definitely had the OG vibe. A lot of good knowledge from the early 2000s, from